What's up, y'all? This is Franchise Play, aka Brian the Zeke. This is an episode of Dynasty, NCAA 14. Southside U, the Gladiators is back, y'all. So this is the bye week, as we showed you. So we're going in and just looking at some recruit here. And I am literally bursting at the seams to try to show y'all what I got planned for this series, because I didn't let it go. I had to slow down a little bit, had some stuff going on, but I got a plan. I'm bursting at the seams to tell y'all about my 1000th video, but just stay tuned. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a glimpse here. So you're looking at some of my guys, but let's freeze on this guy right here, Furious Parker, the #1 middle linebacker in the country. We want this guy. He's from Chicago. He should come here. But right now, we only 4th behind Penn State, Central Michigan, and Western Michigan. Directional schools, really? But let me tell you a little bit about Furious. He has a background that's a little shaky. He's done some things in his past that he's not, we're not quite happy about. So coaching staff, athletic director, we've already talked to him. We've been talking to him since he was a sophomore in high school, trying to get him on the right path. First thing is that you gotta stop stealing stuff, dog. If you gonna come to school, play football, go to the NFL, all that stuff you can probably do. You gotta stop stealing stuff. You can't be stealing. He was in the office. He tried to take some pens off somebody's desk at the office. You can't do that, Furious. You can't do it. So we want him to stop, because you're just looking at him. This is him with his guy Lamar. They done stole a car, 2 cars. He's in the red one. He's flying around. He's had all types of issues and problems in his life. So we want, at Southside University, we don't just recruit the people who can drive, because obviously Furious can't drive either. But we don't just recruit the the academic All-Americans and the people that come from the best homes. Sometimes, we go and we looking for the kids that's got a lot of talent, but maybe not from the best background. And that definitely, Furious Parker definitely fits that description. As you can see, he already dressed like he on his way to jail, but we don't want that for him. We don't want that for him. We are reaching out, trying to get him away from people like Lamar. But we can't really complete that unless he comes to our school. So we've had people in the coaching staff trying to help him, way before time. Obviously you can see here he's had his run-ins with the law, with the babysitters, everything. He slapped the babysitter once. He asked the babysitter for some bowl of cereal, and the babysitter took more time than what he felt should be taken to get a bowl of cereal, and he slapped her, because she had the bowl in her hand. He slapped the bowl, the spoon, everything, clean out of hand, and it was the wrong cereal too. So he gets very upset, and so that his real name is actually not Furious. His real name is Lawrence, but he changed his name completely to Furious because that's just the way he acts. So we think that's part of the problem, but you label kids, give them this name that's and they start feeling like they got to act to live up to it. But because we want them to play middle linebacker, being mad is part of it. And don't worry about the injuries he suffered in that car accident, because the boy is like Wolverine. His bones is like adamantium, so we don't worry about him get injured, because he been in all types of car crashes, cars and flipped, and you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me show you. This is all, everything I'm showing you is in his youth file. In his youth file at the group home in the county that he has called residence. Check this out. He just threw an elbow at nobody. He done had bullet wounds, everything. His sense of direction ain't very good. He didn't know that was a dead end, so now he's stuck. Got to come back out. Runs around the block. But you see the type of athlete. Look at these. Imagine these pursuit skills on a football field. And then look, he's angry. And as a football player, this is good. Look at this. That he's coming off the edge, beating a blocker. Left tackle can't stop me. Coming straight up the middle on the blitz. This is all. This is what we see. This is what we see when we see this. And look at this. Resourceful. Never gives up on a play. This is what we see when we're looking at this. We're looking at somebody who never quits. It doesn't matter. The police is shooting at you. He never quits. Now put that on the football field. How good would that be? So you see completely why we want Furious Parker to come to our school. So it's some A couple other guys we're looking at, of course. Tyree Cook, he's not necessarily the same prospect that Furious is. Larry Hall from Lansing, he's a kicker. Are we supposed to recruit kickers? Another thing, he's a black kicker. Have you ever seen a black? I don't know if I've seen an African kicker. There was an African kicker named Donald Igwe. Look that up. He actually, I ain't gonna even talk about that. But yeah, he's an African. He was an African kicker from like in the 80s. I heard of him before, so y'all might want to take a look at him. Because outside of that, somebody else tell me an African American kicker. Now there was an African American punter, Reggie Roby, for the Dolphins, but I don't know nobody. No, not a kicker. Somebody tell me that. In the meantime, you see some of the people we're targeting, trying to set up visits and everything. Do we want to have him come out when we play Texas A&M, Johnny Manziel? Yes, because we know why. Because we believe in Southside U. We do. We believe in it. We believe that we can impress. Rico Asael is a quarterback that we are targeting as well. Porter Newhouse sound like he is his family own a coffee company, but it doesn't matter. As long as he produces here, we don't care if your family own put stripes on peppermints. We don't care. Come on through. Make it happen. So just going through these, trying to set up these visits. We're going to have some gameplay on the next episode when we break into week 6, but I wanted to set the tone a little bit for NCAA 14 Dynasty, the series moving forward. Like I said, that 1,000th episode or 1,000th video is coming, and it's going to clear up a lot of the questions that's been asked, for sure. That's the whole point of it, right? We got to know what direction we're going. That's what we're trying to teach Furious Parker. You got to know where you're going. We know where he been, and we don't want him to be there anymore because it didn't work out. So Briscoe Burgess and Danny Muhammad name used to be Danny Jackson, but he's a Muslim now. He changed it to Danny Muhammad. He was Danny X, but he made his pilgrimage to did the Hajj tonight. Anyway, he only did half of it, because if he did the whole thing, he would have changed his whole name. So anyway, that doesn't matter. The opener, the closer, we're looking for some skills to add in for Danny Muhammad. He's the defensive coordinator. He'll be working directly with Furious Parker as the middle linebacker if we can get him to come to the school. So I want y'all to write in the comments. I'm going to send it to Furious Parker's house. No, I'm not, because that would be wrong, because he don't like people to be intruding on his space a lot. We know he's nuts. We know that. We knew that when he was trying to steal the pencils and stuff in the visit. We knew he was nuts, but we still working with him. No worries. So this is a look at what's happening in the nation currently. The schedule, you see, you got Alabama. They've already lost the game. They fifth, taking ranked number 5, taking on number 16 Ole Miss. Here's the top 25. Ohio State's number 1. Georgia, Oregon, Louisville. We still not in the top 25. I feel like that is. I feel like they really holding that Arkansas loss against us a little too much. I mean, we just beat UCLA, knocked them out of the top 25. They were number 18. We knocked them out. Now Georgia's number 1 in the media poll by a large margin, but there it is again. We knocked UCLA out, but we can't get no love in the top 25. I mean, not even no votes. Boy, if Furious was here, it'd be a problem. It'd be a problem. It would be a major problem. Let's look at the Heisman watch. Who's number 1 right now? Braxton Miller is up. Johnny Manziel, Taylor Martinez, Teddy Bridgewater, A.J. McCarron. If you ain't a quarterback, you ain't getting no love in Heisman Trophy right now. Players of the week, National Player of the Week, Connor Halliday and James Gale. Defense, Paris Stone, as at least as far as independence, he took it home for the Gladiators. We like trophies. Trophies and stuff look good to people like Furious Parker, as long as he don't try to steal them. Number 1 in passing, as you saw with Johnny Manziel. Let's take a look at the injuries, though, first. We are completely healthy. No problems. Bailey Sebastian was hurt last week, which is why Xavier Monk started, but I don't know whether or not I'm going to I mean, Xavier Monk pulled it out, so we might stick with him. But you see, Sebastian is 71st in the nation in passing. Dalton Kane is 10th in the nation in rushing. Receiving, Orion Whiteside is 49th. Tackles, Quisentel is 5th. Sack leaders, we got Lacey Dynasty and Paris Stone with 5 sacks. They tied for 2nd. Interception, Primo with 2. Kicking, hey, Dodds, he had a 43-yard field goal. We try to stay away from those anyway. But that's this episode of NCAA Dynasty. Y'all stay tuned for more, for sure. Peace.